Yo, what's up, artists and art fans? Thank you guys for tuning in to the only spot where we talk to all your favorite Instagram artists about the trade, the tools, and their tips. I'm your host, Zim Zimmer. You guys are on, that's right, chatting with Zim. Today, this is episode number 88. Holy crap, man, we're getting closer to that 100, if you know what I mean. Today's guest joins us all the way from Michigan. I think he was on episode number 6, the first and only time, man. So, without any further ado, let's get him. Grant Dale, the good homie. You guys can find him here. You guys could also check him out on Deviantart and on YouTube at grantdale98. So let's go ahead. We'll request him. To all you guys, well, thank you guys for tuning in to chatting with Zim, man. I know he couldn't out you guys. Blackjack Davey, I see you. Yeah, Team Michigan says Blackjack. That's what's up, bro. Make sure you guys are checking out my YouTube channel. I just uploaded the last one I did with Art by the Anomaly. So that's there. Everything's good to go. Grant, man. Digging them
Hey,
the headset, dude.
thanks. Yeah, I thought I'd put it to use. I'm sure it sounds a lot better with the mic. Um, but yeah, how's it going?
Great, bro. Very,
Awesome,
very great, man. Had,
awesome.
had a crazy week. Well, I mean, it wasn't crazy. It was just like, it went by quick. You know what I mean?
Oh, it did. No, I had the same thing. It went by very quick. Yep.
No, word. How was your New Year's?
Good. I mean, nothing special, but
Uh,
it was fine. No, I just hung out at home and chilled pretty much. Um, I don't know. How about yours? How was your Year's?
hmm. It was very good, man. We ended up spending it with my parents this year. As opposed to my girl's side and stuff. So, uh,
Nice.
yeah, it was a first. It was very peaceful, very quiet. A shit ton of food. So, you
Cool.
know, a lot
Nice.
a lot of drinking, a lot of cannabis on my end. It was great, man.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, very good. Well, here's to 2021 and uh we'll see how it goes. I don't know, it's off to a crazy start.
No, it definitely is, man.
Yeah,
It's crazy. Y'all
yeah.
seen it. Y'all know what we're talking about. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. We all know. We all know what we're talking about. Yeah.
Special thanks to all you guys who are coming in. I see Peasant here, Phalo Halo, uh, S Lal Arts, S Lal Arts, Lel. I think it's Lal.
Yeah, I think so.
Cool, brother, man. So, man, first off, thank you for being on the show, man. I know it's been a long, long, long time since you were on. I think it's episode 6, bro.
It's
Uh,
like almost a year, I think.
yeah,
Close to that.
definitely.
So, no, thanks for having me. I I'm happy to be here. But yeah, cool.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, shit, everybody. That was December 1st of 2019, dude.
Was it? Yeah,
Yeah.
so over a year. Nice.
Holy crap.
It has been
Well,
some time.
dude, it's been a year. Let's start there, man. What was the biggest thing you took away from 2020, man?
Oh gosh. Um, I don't know. It went by so fast. Um, well, uh, I probably have just, other than working really hard, saving money in my bank account, just been spending time doing a lot of drawing. Um, I feel like, this 2020 was kind of I took a step down, from what I did the previous year. Um, like looking back at my art, comparing 2019 and 2020, I feel like my stuff was a little better more consistently in 2019. But I feel I've gotten back into the groove for 2021, and
Okay.
so we'll see what that holds. I have made some more progress on this comic I'm trying to put together. I feel that those gears are slowly turning and they're slowly getting a bit faster.
Hmm.
Um, and yeah, I'm excited for what 2021 holds in that area. Hopefully, I can get something out uh, by the end of the year. I think so. If I
Yeah.
yes, if I stay at the rate I'm going here. So yeah,
No, that's cool, man. And you know what? I honestly, me just seeing all you guys just do your thing and accomplish, your goals and stuff, man. That's just exciting on my end, dude.
yeah,
It's definitely a motivator. You know what I mean? It definitely puts that little fire under our butts, man.
oh
So,
yeah,
so hell yeah, dude. I know you're taking part of this. Sketching the Beast, he's also up there. Uh,
mm,
you
yeah,
know what I mean? He's
yep,
another one of my guests. Delatorre Comics is another one. So you guys are
yeah,
killing it, dude.
awesome. Thanks.
And as far as you saying, 2020 wasn't good, I think it was a great year for you, man. I dig
Yeah,
everything that you put out. You know what I mean?
yeah. No, I think my favorite pieces I did were some of that My Hero Academia. I think it was like the first half of the year, probably.
Hmm.
I have a bunch of them. I have them all on my wall. Like I have them all displayed in frames there. Um, some of my favorite pieces this year. Um, but yeah, yeah, it was alright. I think like I did a lot of smaller pieces in 2020. I was using not sure what the dimension is. I've been using like a 7 by 10 inch sketchbook for most of the year. Um, which in the past I've used a much larger size paper.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, so doing smaller pieces is kind of how 2020 went. But I'm going to try and do some more larger scale stuff this year. So yeah,
Exciting, dude. Exciting. And that's awesome, man. Like I said, this is something I always say: try new things, guys. Explore, man. Don't stick to one thing.
oh
So
for sure,
yeah, man.
for sure. No, yeah. Also, I'm going to try more digital art this year. I bought myself a drawing pad this past year and a new computer. I got Clip Studio Paint. Um, and let me tell you what, that program is incredibly complicated. So, so, so
I
this
heard.
year, this year I am going to I'm going to take a class for beginners on how to basically all the basics of Clip Studio Paint. Um, and I also bought this week. I used my stimulus check and got myself um, a different drawing pad, like an actual drawing.
So pretty much a stationary one.
Or like not it's not one of those just pads that you hook up to a laptop. It's
Mm.
it has the touch screen and all that. It's what is it called? It's a Wacom Critic 16, I think. Um, but it's basically similar to like something like an iPad, but it's specifically for drawing. So
Oh yeah,
um,
man.
yeah, and that along with a class on how to do digital art. Hopefully, I'll be cranking some solid stuff out this year. So
Man, dude, and nothing but exciting things from you, Grant. Man,
yeah,
that's dope, dude.
I'm
Uh,
excited.
Man, give me a couple months. Honestly, I've been talking to a lot of people who are digital artists. You got Pez, Art by Ivan Sandoval, Josh for Kicks, all these guys, man. They kind of inspired me to actually go ahead and do it. So I think I'm pulling the trigger this year as well, man.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
awesome.
So I'll be talking to you because
Oh yeah,
yeah, and the reason for that is because I want a dedicated art um, tablet device. You know what I mean? A
yeah.
station. You know what I mean?
No,
I
for
want
sure. That's exactly
so
what I'm looking for too. So yeah, I
word.
think I'm excited to try this new tablet out. It should be coming this Tuesday. So
Oh, sweet,
yeah, I'm
sick, man.
excited. I'm excited.
That's dope. And for all you guys that don't know or just tuning in, we're talking to Grant Dale. You guys can find them here, Art by grantdale98. Make sure you put the little, what are they called? Help me out here. The little space
The
between art by underscore.
oh, the underscore. Yes. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
That's
Had a
it.
little brain fart there. And on his YouTube channel, grantdale98, man.
Yep.
I seen a lot of stuff there as well. You've been doing a bunch of speed drawings and reviews now.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been trying to do more of those. I was doing quite a bit this year. I've slowed down a little bit just because I've been busy with work, but I've tried doing, speed drawings and some comic reviews because I love comics, and um, yeah, so that's kind of what I got going on over there. So yeah, I just did my latest video was a review on Hawkeye. Um, the Hawkeye, My Life as a Weapon. It's going to be based off what the TV show is going to be based off of. Um, but yeah, and I've got some. I've painted some windows this year, and I've got some speed videos of those. Um, and then a few drawing videos as well. So
Yeah,
check
for
those out.
sure, for sure, for sure. Let's go ahead and check this out with us.
Yeah.
So there it is, Grant Dale, guys. A bunch of, like you said, speed drawing and reviews. Uh, Great stuff. Recommend you go out there. If you guys can't find them, then there's definitely a link on the features list on my page. So Grant Dale, it's not hard, y'all. Grant Dale 98.
Yep.
And then here's some of the work.
Oh yeah.
This
2020.
is one of my favorites.
Yes. Yeah, I haven't drawn Batman very much, and that is one of the very few drawings I've done of Batman, and I think it turned out real good. I like that one.
I think so too, dude. I dig the color variations and tones with the shadows and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Sick.
No, for sure. Yeah.
Also, with the hologram and
Mhm.
stuff and your artwork, I noticed that you said you wanted to do a bit more of the backgrounds this year.
Yeah. No, I definitely need to work on backgrounds. But yeah. That's one of my favorite ones right there this year. This past year was that one. Yep.
No, that looks dope, dude. Like I said, I think I mentioned that I like the perspective on this.
Oh yeah.
And for me, honestly, that's one of my weak points is backgrounds.
Oh yeah.
I don't really do them.
No, for sure. I'm the
It's
same. Oh, I love that one.
fucking dope, dude.
I love that one. Then and now that Disney owns Fox, I think Marvel's going to be doing some Alien comics. Hopefully, we'll get a Marvel vs. Alien comic series one day here. I would love to read something like that. Uh,
Oh, hell yeah.
and January, they're having like Alien vs. Marvel variant covers, and I ordered like all of those for the series that I'm reading right now. So I'm excited to get those. Oh, I like that one too. That one's a good one.
And here we go. We got Bloom in the house as well, inspiration here.
Yep, Gundam.
That's dope.
Yep.
I stay away from that as much as I can.
Yeah, it's
So detailed, man.
it's a lot of detail. You should check out Frankie Blum 2531. He I got the idea from him because he designed his own Gundam,
I
and
saw.
it's pretty sick.
Yeah, it's
It's
very
pretty
sick.
sick.
It's very sick, dude. I definitely dig that, man. I saw that. So definitely
Yeah.
Frankie, man. Shout outs to you. Bloom 2531 in the house for all you guys that are listening. Sweet. So Deviant Art, let's see, all right, well, let's go ahead for 2021, man. What besides your comic, any other plans and your digi?
Um, I don't think so. I mean, I'm just gonna keep sketching like and drawing pieces like I have been. doing what I love, and I'm gonna keep working hard on this comic, if not more. Um, I feel like I'm picking up speed on that. And then I think the biggest challenge I want to overcome this year is the digital art, because that's the roadblock I have for this comic right now. Right now I've been sketching out all the pages for it, and I want to basically format those uh, digital and finish them in a digital way, and then hopefully I'll be able to put them on as a web comic of some kind. Start there. Um, Probably pick a few different platforms to put it on. So yeah, that's kind of my goal this year. But
Nice.
yeah, so and I've actually got a piece I've been sketching out today right in front of me. Um, you really can't see very much of it because it's all just pencil, but maybe if I shine the light on it here. But very basic stuff um, so far. But yeah, it's coming together slowly. Maybe I can grab a few. I have a few pages inked here. Let me see if I can grab a couple.
And while you're Grant, while you're showing us that, man, tell us
Hmm.
some of the things that you learn or some of the obstacles when it comes to like laying out that comic stuff, the comic book, and maybe
Yeah.
maybe any hurdles or anything that you learned so far.
Um. Well, I've been learning a lot of trying to be consistent uh, with characters. That's one challenge for me, is making sure each character looks somewhat unique and stays consistent to that look.
Good
Um,
shit.
as for how I lay the comic out, I feel like I've always had a good sense of creating very dynamic and exciting images and the way they're laid out. Now, sometimes it is a challenge to figure out the best way to have a story flow across the page. But usually, when it comes to camera angles, in my head, I have a very cinematic imagination. Like,
Okay.
just like when I'm imagining something in my head, it's a very exciting cinematic angle or whatever.
You got that
Um,
director's
and
eye,
I'm
man.
yeah, the director's eye is kind of how what I got, and there's always like the bird's eye or the worm's eye. That's where you're either looking from above or below. Um, I use usually the worm's eye is the one I use a lot. I have a habit of using that one. Um, but yeah, and it's this one. Some of these pages I have about 11 pages done so far, and which is um really because I have the story typed out. Like 95% of the story is typed
All
out and
right.
written. Um, but then, and I think it's like the first story is like 30 pages, except that as I'm sketching this out, I've sketched out 11 pages and it only covers the first 3 pages of the story that I have
Oh man.
written. So it's gonna be a lot, but I'll just get uh, what I think I'll do is try to get as many pages done as I can first before I release anything. That way I can keep up with it. That's
Okay.
another tip I've learned with people who do web comics and ongoing series.
Mm-hmm.
You want to kind of get ahead of your work so that you can stay um, up to date and with your schedule, release schedule, basically.
Oh, nice.
So,
Great tip.
but yeah, uh, let's see here. I'm gonna try and show off some of these that I have inked. So these are some of the very first pages. Like here's page number 1. Is it too bright?
No, you're good.
Then we
Perfect.
got cool, yeah. Then we got some stuff there, and I haven't put any of the dialogue or word bubbles in yet. That's something I'll do digitally.
Nice.
Um,
Great
this is
idea.
all just because that
Mm.
it'll be a pain to try and edit that if it's already on the sketched on the page. But I really like this page. Like that pic right there as he's diving into the water. That
That
angle, that
angle, yeah.
yeah, that angle was really good. Um, and then we got page 4 here. Um,
And are you gonna color these digitally?
yeah, I hope to do that.
Sweet.
And I don't know if I'll do it manga style where it's just black and white and gray, um, or if I'll do maybe some simple colors. I don't think I'm gonna go too crazy with the colors. We'll see how easily I can do it in um, digital form. But I think I'll do something pretty simple color wise. But we'll
Ice
see.
cream Ice cream Bud says clean work indeed.
Thank
Hell
you.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm happy with how it's turning out. Um, I like this page. This is something unique. This is my home state right here, Michigan. Right
There
there.
it is.
Yep, I like that one. But anyway, so yeah, I'm slowly putting that together. Um, and I just had a big breakthrough, I think, with it this week. And if you kind of saw in my stories, um, the original name was going to be Hologram and His Squad.
Oh,
Um,
I good thing you're bringing it up. I want to
oh,
hear this.
oh yes. And I think I'm gonna announce it here. But like, so I thought that name
Oh
was
my
just
god.
rather plain. It's just like Hologram and a Squad. There's like, okay, it's it's not quite as exciting as I wanted it to be. So, and this thought just popped into my head as I'm thinking through the story and I'm sketching this out. But I wanted to have kind of some creative name similar to a lot of the manga and anime series out there. Um, so what I'm thinking I'm going to call it is if I were a superhero. Um, just like the start of a sentence there. If I were a superhero, and that kind of ties into two things I would say. Um, it kind of, for one, it kind of has to do. This main character hologram is kind of based off of myself somewhat.
Hmm.
He has um my personality and values and morals. Um, maybe some tweaks to the personality, maybe some different flaws or different hobbies, but he's similar to myself. And I think this is kind of what um, my story would be if I were a superhero of sorts. It also has to do with the character himself and what he is his struggles will be and what he'll be up against and kind of his um, the first story will kind of be him going through the thought process of if I were a superhero. He has to ask himself that question when he acquires these powers and all that. So
Nice.
um, I hit that name or that title came up in my head. I'm like, I think that's the one. I think that fits the story well. So I'm excited.
No,
So
dude,
yeah,
I actually I dig it. I had no idea which direction you were going, and I love it. I love the concept of it. You know how you kind of went from the whole manga style of naming.
yeah,
I think it's perfect, dude. It says a lot about it. You know what I mean?
yeah. No,
Yeah. So
I think it fits it well. So
if I was a superhero, huh?
yeah,
Sweet man.
no, no, it'll be good. It's um yeah, to kind of summarize the story without giving the whole idea I have in my head away. Um,
Yeah.
it'll be about this guy named Garrett and his group of friends go camping up in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, um, and they come across a kind of a cosmic anomaly um, up in the Porcupine Mountains of Michigan, and this cosmic anomaly um, gives them powers, and basically in the form of these shards or crystals, um, and they have to decide what they're going to do with these shards. If they're gonna, are they gonna be superheroes, um, or are they just gonna use the powers for their own fun, or are they just gonna throw away the powers and go back to their normal lives that they had before this all happened? Um, and
Sweet.
yeah, and it'll focus on the character Garrett, but it will have plenty of support from his pals as well. So
Oh yeah, definitely,
yeah.
man. Bassmaster, Strobe.
Oh yeah. No,
Hell
those
yeah.
Bassmaster and Strobe are the main supporting characters. And then the other three, uh, Bearclaw, Sandstorm, and then I tried Sky Knight with that one, and I don't know how I feel about that name. So I'm sure something will um, pop up eventually here as I figure this story out. So
Sky Knight.
yeah,
Hmm.
well, it's the character, his abilities. He has increased agility. Um, he can jump incredible heights. And his suit has gliders on it, and he also uses like uh, an energy sword of sorts. Um, so Sky Knight was so I don't know if I came up with that name or one of my friends came up with that name. Um, but I don't know. I don't know. Uh, I'm still figuring that character out, so we'll see where
Word.
that goes.
That's cool, man.
But yeah,
Definitely digging that. And I'm not sure if I asked you this on episode 6, man. If you had a superpower, what it would be?
you might have asked me this, and I'm not sure if I don't remember what I said if I did. That's a that's a tough one. Gosh, um, I really like powers like super speed. Super speed would be nice. Teleportation. Um, and then my character hologram. His powers are density control, so he can walk through walls
Oh,
and all that.
nice.
Um, I think like teleportation would be a power I would love to have. I could just travel anywhere I
That'd be
wanted,
sick, right?
any time. Just like I'd rather be in Florida or right now. Just get get away from this cold snow, and I could be there like that. So
Go to the Bahamas for breakfast.
yeah,
You
there
know?
you go. Oh, I like that idea. So
Yeah.
um,
Sweet stuff, man.
yep, for sure. Nightcrawler from the X-Men. He's one of my favorite X-Men. He's got the teleporting
Oh yeah, yeah,
powers
word.
and all that. I love Nightcrawler. Yeah. So
I also, man, I know it's an oldie, but there's a, what the hell was the name of the movie? Was it Sliders? It's a movie where these guys teleport, and it was about a kid who originally he like fell into an ice, into a pound of ice and stuff, and he just somehow teleported.
hmm,
It
I'm not
wasn't
sure.
Sliders. It wasn't Sliders, man. God, can the chat room help out on this one? Because I certainly forgot, man.
Fell through the ice and teleported. Hmm.
And then they teleport, and then there's a group, I think, in the government or something, who's looking for these people who know how to teleport.
Huh. I don't know if I've seen any movie with like that. I can't. Nothing comes to mind at the moment.
Does it sound
Hmm.
cool though?
It does sound cool. Yes.
Give me a second.
Zim, are you making up movies? He says Black Jack.
No, no, no. Jumper. The movie is
Oh,
called
Jumper.
Jumper.
I've never seen that, but I know what you're talking
Oh my
about.
god, dude. You would have, yes, Jumper. There you go.
I'm gonna write that one down. Jumper.
Yeah, dude. If you like teleportation, type of powers, you'll like it. A little dumb love story within the movie, but it's
And
cool.
what movie doesn't have the dumb love story in it?
Right, yeah.
Any action movie, they gotta somehow fit the romance in there.
No word.
I mean, if it works, sure, but I feel like a lot of action movies try to force it, especially superhero movies. Maybe depends on the
Um,
movie.
especially a DC's woman.
Wonder Woman. Hey, okay. You got your opinions. I have mine. I really liked that movie. It was definitely flawed. It was terrible pacing, very slow, but I thought it had heart, and I thought it was fun. It was a fun movie. I thought.
Yeah, I
But
mean, my
anyway,
my opinions is like, for me as a comic book fan, any movie where these heroes are in their live versions is always gonna be like, oh man, that's badass. You know, even to the point where the manga series that I like and they make the live interpretations, it's dope. Now the execution on it, uh, just in general depends on directors, writers, and all that
oh yeah,
stuff, all that good jazz.
yep,
For Wonder Woman, if you go into it like, okay, I'm just gonna enjoy and trying to be entertained, then yeah, you're definitely gonna get
oh
that.
yeah, oh yeah.
As a comic book fan of the character, it's definitely flawed.
I
Um,
can understand. Yeah, no,
yeah,
that scene, the final battle with Cheetah was awful. I didn't like the whole Cheetah thing. If they had just left Cheetah out, that would have been fine. I think. Um, I really didn't like how they handled Cheetah in the movie, but no, it was yeah. No, it's definitely how it's executed, and I can understand that how you know fans of Wonder Woman would be upset with that. No,
yeah.
it was it was okay. Like I said, I had fun watching it. It was definitely not the best superhero movie I've ever seen though.
What about the new director's cut, Justice League?
Oh,
I'm looking forward to that.
I'm looking forward to it. Um I'm kind of optimistic. Like I'm trying not to overhype it. I don't want to like overhype it for myself and then be disappointed by it. But I think it'll be much better than the what is it uh the Justice League. What do they call it?
Oh yeah.
Because of
The
Josh.
Josh. This,
Yeah, I think that's what they were calling it because of Josh Whedon and all that. But that
I like that. Haven't heard
I
that one.
it was all over the place, and
Oh man.
it was. I think the more I think about it, what bugs me so much about that movie is the tone. Constant. You can tell which scenes are Josh Whedon and which scenes are Zack Snyder, and it just goes back and forth, and um it was a mess. So
Mm,
I think it'll be much better the Snyder cut. So
no, definitely.
yeah, I'm
I hope so.
excited.
I
Yeah.
hope so. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Uh, Pez has a question.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna go ahead and just say it now. Since you are here for the second time, uh, you know, if you guys want to ask questions, definitely it's open. Just make sure you try to get it into that little question mark down below, that bubble. That way we could share it with the class here. And
Nice.
Pat says, "Hey, now are you excited for the new Hero Academia, the new
Yes.
season?"
Yes, I am. I am really looking forward to it. When's it come out? March, I think. Um, no, I've been reading ahead in the manga. I just ordered the latest volume that released this month. And let me tell you what, it's gonna go from 100 to 1,000 in this next season.
Oh yes,
It's have you been reading ahead somewhat? I'm sure you've
I
probably
ha-
at least seen some stuff that's coming up. Maybe
he says don't.
spoilers.
He says don't tell me what to do, Sam. I'm
Uh,
not telling you what to do. Uh, no, I haven't been reading ahead.
okay,
Yeah, yeah. When it comes to manga, I don't read it like I do American comic books.
sure.
I did with Yu-Gi-Oh back in the day.
Okay, yeah,
Um, yeah, but this stuff I just wait for the just the actual anime, man.
sure.
Yeah, but
No,
I'm caught up though.
yeah,
I'm
no,
definitely caught up.
it's gonna be it's gonna be amazing. I hope that they I don't know. I hope they don't wait for season 6 to bring in what's currently going on. I feel like the latest volumes are gonna be like the big season 5 final.
Hmm.
Um, my one thing about what's been happening most recently, I feel like with each chapter, there it's like a constant floor on the gas pedal to the floor, and I feel like they need to slow down a little bit because every chapter. I mean, but of course it's manga, it's anime. You know, that's how it goes. You know, um, but I feel like um, they cram maybe a little, maybe a few too many big reveals into one scene. Like it's all ending all at once, but we'll see. I'm definitely excited to see it. Um, I just hope they don't rush this whole story. I hope the writer drags it out a little bit more. So we'll see. I'm
Yeah,
excited.
well, we'll definitely see, man. And judging by the tone of your voice and what you just told us, I think it's definitely gonna be wicked.
Oh yeah. Oh for sure. The first half of the season will be just another school tournament where classes are battling each other, similar to like season two. Um, but it'll have a lot of the second half will definitely focus on the villains a lot, and I'm excited to see that. So
Cool word.
yeah,
Yeah, so am I, man. I'm always up for a good villain.
oh yeah, for sure.
Let's see. We got a question by Blackjack Davy. He actually knows where to put it, unlike some people in the chat room. Just messing with John, man. It says, "What's your favorite part about your art process?" That's a great question.
Hmm. Um, I like certain aspects of um each bit of the process. I really like the inking. Seeing it kind of come into a final form, like it's on its way there. It's kind of the halfway point.
Mhm.
Um, I think my favorite part is coloring. Uh, I love adding color to my pieces. It's also the scariest part of the process because I'm afraid um, I'm really gonna wreck it. Because coloring can be really hard. Trying to uh, figure out lighting. Lighting especially can be tough, and I have a habit of um, putting the shadow over the front of like a character and having the light behind them. I find that to be really easy for me to do. Um, I I have yet to kind of learn other angles of lighting and all that. So that's something I want to work on. Um, but I think coloring is my favorite part of it, even though it's the scariest part. So
No, yeah, no,
yeah,
for sure, man. And colors, yeah, they could definitely be intimidating. Um, but I mean, with the whole thing about going digital, man, you'll have time to, you know what I mean, play with
oh
that
yeah,
colors, man.
yeah,
So that's gonna be
play
awesome.
around with it. Yep, you always have that what is it? The backstep button. The
Oh
where you
yeah.
do yeah. It's like rewind. We'll do that again. But yep. So for sure.
No, that's dope, man. And back to color and inking, um, or even pencils, man. If you could only do one, which one would it be?
Um, probably pencils. If I had the only it was the only one I could have, it would be pencils. Um, because that's the one I can probably manipulate the most. Once it's because that's my first step is penciling it all in, adjusting it, making it just right. Once it's there, I can ink it and add color. So I would probably just want to have the pencils and be able to because if you have ink and a pen, you can't really erase ink very well. I mean, I guess if you had whiteout, but I would prefer to have the pencil. I think so.
Yeah. Or unless you're like Notorious Pez, he draws all his stuff in white ink.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, for sure. No,
yeah.
oh, and that's another. Speaking of white ink, I those I was watching one of your live videos and you recommended that one of those
Oh, the
white
Unibomb.
pens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ordered one of those along with that drawing pad, so
Oh,
I'll be
sweet.
getting those this week as well. I'm gonna try those out. I'm excited.
Dude,
So
you are gonna like them. I would recommend just make sure that you wait for it. You use alcohol markers, correct?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah I
So
do.
just make sure they dry very quick. Make sure you give it a few minutes for it to dry before you
Oh, for
apply it.
sure.
Because I
Yeah,
mean, if you do it over the red, for example, then the white's gonna pick up and you're gonna see kind of pink.
yeah. No,
But
that makes sense for sure.
but
It's
once they're
just like,
dry, you know what I'm saying?
oh yeah,
You're
no,
gonna
for
thank me
sure.
for it, bro.
I hope it works out good. I've been trying to find good like white ink pens and all that
Hmm.
stuff, and the stuff I found doesn't really work. It just kind of just soaks right into all the other colors.
Oh yeah.
But no, I hopefully these will do a better job for me. So
No, word.
yeah,
And, for just really quick, for people wanting, barely seeing this, let me see, where the hell is it at? I mean, there's other types, dude. I got, for example, right here, I got the Pentel Milky Pop.
okay,
You know,
yeah,
I tried this. I tried that, what is it? How do you pronounce it? Faber Castell? Um,
I'm
you
not
know,
sure.
Jelly Roll pens in white as well. I try those. And don't get me wrong, they all work, but they all work for certain things. So I find that these other ones work well on black paper if you have it, but for color, you know,
That's the one to go with.
yeah, that's definitely the one, man. It's the Uniball Signo. So there you,
Nice,
there you go. Artist recommendation, man.
awesome.
I've yet failed to anybody I recommended it to. I yet failed anyone to tell me that it sucks. They don't like it.
Okay,
Yeah.
alrighty.
Oh man, and I forgot to ask you. I usually follow up. Remember when I asked about the powers, man? Would you be a hero or a villain? I think I know the answer, but
I would definitely be a hero. Definitely a hero. No, uh, it's just, I think with my personality and my, character, I would absolutely be a hero. For sure. I'm trying to remember, we've had this conversation before, and I'm trying to remember what you would be.
oh, I'm a
Um,
baddie all the way, bro.
the bad, yeah, that's right. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, dude.
No. So we'd be facing off against each other, I guess.
We probably would, man. That is 100%, man. Either that or some of my minions. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Because
You have all your art zealots or something like that.
they're gonna be like the putties. Remember? I don't know how you remember, but the putties had that big old Lord Zed Z in the middle.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've never watched a full episode of Power Rangers, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So it's gonna be like those putties and shit.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Now for man, let's see what else, man. With everything going on for you, how do you find the time, dude? How do you time management and everything, all of this?
Um, it's usually in the evenings after work, and I can just wind down and let off some steam. Um, I'm very thankful. I started a new job this past summer, and it's a 9 to 5 or an 8 to 5 job. So I have those evenings that are free.
Hmm.
Um, which in the past I've always had jobs that I'm working like till midnight. So it's very nice to have a job where I can get off at 5 o'clock and not have to worry about work until the morning. So I usually find time in the evenings after dinner to work on my art and stuff. So yeah,
Okay.
either that or I'm playing on my Switch. So yep, it's it's usually in the evenings. Or on the weekends. Like Saturday. I'm at my desk here all day long. So
No word.
it's uh no, I'm very thankful for how my schedule is right now. So yeah.
Yeah, no, it's good, man. I always love hearing how how the time management. You know what I mean with artists, especially artists that are not full time artists. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
yeah, and that's something I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to just decide kind of what career path I want to take. Because I've been thinking if I want to continue with my art and pursue the comic stuff in a more serious manner one day, um, it'd be awful tough to do that if I had a job where I was working late hours or taking work home. So right now I'm just trying to decide what kind of job I want to have and maybe get a job that, like I have right now, that I don't need to take the work home and, working all crazy hours. So, that's something I'm trying to figure out right now, but we'll see. So, for
word,
sure.
I dig that.
For sure.
And and it seems like we're about 3/4 into the show. We got a good 15 minutes left, give or take.
Okay.
I've been doing live giveaways, some art giveaways lately.
Yeah,
So today's show is no different, guys. Let's go ahead and check out today's little giveaway here.
that is cool. Awesome. That's from, what is it called? Remind me.
Uh, Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool. Awesome. Awesome stuff.
So there you go, man. Guys, it looks like we got a few people in here. Let's go ahead. You want to partake in this, or you want to sit out on this one?
I'll sit out on this one and let the audience participate.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. So in that case, I'm gonna ask a question. First one to answer. Hopefully, you guys been watching and listening. Um, so let's go ahead and what was the name of Grant's comic there? What's the name he was thinking about? First one to answer it gets us an awesome piece. Itadori, Sakuna, Lacuna, Matata.
See how many people we got watching. Six? Six
So we
people.
got we
Nice.
got six,
Yeah.
including you and myself. Excellent.
Hologram. Alright. Well,
Wait,
there's two answers there. I'll
there's
let you.
definitely two answers, and it has to be the right answer. So
Yes.
close.
It's
One of you
close.
guys is close, but no cigar, guys. Too bad. So another thing I talk to a lot of artists about, Grant, is collaborating with people and stuff like that, man.
Yeah.
Uh, you would you ever be down to collaborate with other artists, or is that something that you're not really looking forward to doing right now?
Oh, I think it'd be cool to do. I would love doing that sometime. Um, I'm not sure. Uh, and I would have to see like how it would be done. But I would totally be down to collab with other artists sometime, or art trades too.
Oh, okay,
Something like
that's
that.
interesting.
Uh, art trades would be cool as well. So either collabs or art trades, I'd be down to try either. So
Have you ever done any or the other?
I don't think I have. At least not with any artists that I know on in the community here, but um, I may have done something like with a friend at school one time, but I don't know. Uh, no, I can't recall ever doing a collab. But like I said, I'd be totally down to do it. So
Cool, man. I'll definitely keep that in mind, man.
awesome.
I will keep that in mind, sir. Let's see. What about how about like procrastination? How do you overcome that,
um,
man?
I deal with that a lot. And I've been making it sound like I'm working all the time on this comic, when in reality, I've just been at a steady pace over each week. But I do tend to procrastinate a lot. I don't know. I think there's a lot of just kind of, for me, it's just kind of motivating myself to get into that headspace. I've just got to force myself to sit down at this desk, and once I'm sitting at my desk, I'll start working. It's um, for me, it's just getting up off my butt and getting down in my artist chair at my desk here. um, but yeah, it's just because usually I'll just end up messing around on my phone on my bed for the longest time, and end up wasting a ton of time on social media or something of that nature. Um, and then I'm wasting, procrastinating all that time. Really, it's just forcing myself to get off my bed and into the artist chair. Once I'm there, I'll get to work. But I don't know. It's I don't know. It kind of just whatever motivates you to get going on that art.
Yeah.
Kind of. I guess here's the thing. I try to think about the future and where I want to be. Uh, let's say in a year. Um, and I would just think about where I want to be at the end of the year, and what do I need to do to get there. Um, and that kind of gets me motivated to, uh, get
Yeah,
working
yeah,
on my stuff.
definitely.
I would say that's definitely something that motivates me. So thinking about the future.
That's where that ambition comes from. That hunger,
Yeah.
man. Hell
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
dude. The future. And
Yep.
that's not that's a very great way to look at things, man. Great tip, man, for any artist looking for motivation and definitely trying to get out of this procrastination zone
Oh, for sure.
for sure. And also, man, getting back to the original characters, dude. Original characters, like I say, is something that I think as an artist anybody should be acquiring to get these OCs here.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
any ideas, man, or any type of help that an artist could take, when creating or trying to come up with something original?
Um, I would say I've watched a lot of and with creating this comic, I have watched a ton of videos on YouTube about all the different aspects of creating comics and writing characters. And when it comes to creating a character, um, really the mind is the limit or whatever. Your imagination is like if you as big as your imagination is, you know, you can create whatever. And I think um, I just draw inspiration from different people I know. I think about personalities.
Mm.
Think about a person's personality, and then use their personality. Uh, Kind of design their character around that personality. Um, and then as for like costumes, if you're creating like a superhero, um, try to get crazy with it. I don't know. Like there's a lot of inspiration in, for example, My Hero Academia. Like all the different characters in that series, and like
Mm-hmm.
some of the craziest characters you'll see in a superhero story. And I think just taking random objects and elements and thinking about how you could apply that to a character. There's a webtoon on what is it, Webtoons called what is it? Toaster Man or Toaster Guy. It's a guy. His head is a toaster, and he's like this superhero, and it's like it's such um, a zany, insane character. Um, the most random thing, but you can create a character out of the most random stuff. So I don't know. I would say basing something around a personality, thinking about how you can create something around a certain personality, and taking random stuff around you and applying it to that character is some of the stuff I do to create a character. So, so yeah,
Great
um,
stuff.
yeah, and like with some of the characters I've created, like Strobe and Hologram, they have similar. And I tried to design the squad's costumes similar to each other because they all get their powers from the same source.
Hmm.
Um, but also make them unique. Bassmaster, he's he has a lot of the DJ and Daft Punk type look to him
Okay.
because uh, and he's got like these massive speakers or subwoofer gauntlets for his sound waves and all that. His helmet is I would I sometimes think of how I can maybe design his helmet a little different because I think it looks a little bit too much like Daft Punk. Um, but it's kind of thinking about that DJ look and applying that to a superhero. Um, because his powers are sound.
Word.
Is kind of what I went for. So that's an example.
Mhm. And no, that's cool stuff, man. Great advice on that. For anybody interested in creating all these original characters, there's definitely some awesome advice by Grant Dale, man.
Yeah, yeah,
We got a
definitely.
uh huh.
I was just saying that it definitely when you try to create your own characters, it gets the imagination
Oh
juices
yeah,
going.
damn
So
right.
it's a healthy thing to do, I think. So
Word. Let's go ahead and see. We got two questions. Let's go with this one really quick. Who is your favorite My Hero Academia character?
hmm, I have a bunch of favorites. It's probably I would say Lemillion. Um, he's I just I love everything about Lemillion. He's such a positive character, and his powers are amazing. I love his story arc in the last season, and I am incredibly excited to see uh, what happens with him in the next season. So,
Oh yeah, he's dope.
because he's not gone for good yet. He's not. He hasn't been sidelined completely. He definitely has a role yet, even though he lost all his powers. He's still sticking around. So I'm excited for that.
I think he will.
Yeah,
And that's what Pez asked. So you think he'll get his powers back? I think he will.
yeah. I
Uh,
think he will.
a little fun fact: he actually shares the same birthday as I do, so that's pretty cool for a character.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
was like, fuck yeah, finally get a good one.
I think I think Deku and Lemillion have the same exact birthday, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure. That's awesome.
Hell yeah. And
That's awesome.
Blackjack is correct. It says Pez. The question box is right next to the chat. And then that actually goes back to Pez, man. He asked Grant, "What's the most underrated manga, anime, and comic?"
Oh gosh. I don't read a whole lot of manga, but I know exactly my answer for the manga. Most underrated manga, I would check out Chainsaw Man. I just started reading Chainsaw Man, and I think that one's going to be becoming pretty popular fairly soon. Um, I just bought the first two volumes, and the rest of the volumes are up for pre-order, and it's a pretty awesome story, I think. It's about a guy, a nobody who's like his father dies, he has all this debt, um, and it's this world where there's these devils going around killing people, but he has this little pet devil. It's like a chainsaw dog. Anyway, um, he ends up basically, what's the word I'm looking for? They merge together, and basically, when he yanks the cord in his chest, he turns into the chainsaw devil or whatever, and he fights all these other devils, and it's a pretty awesome manga, I think. So,
Holy
Chainsaw
shit!
Man is pretty
Nice.
cool. Favorite underrated anime. Uh, I haven't watched too many anime, just the popular ones really. My Hero Academia, One Punch Man. Trying to think what one. I just started watching Demon Slayer, and that's like the number one right now is Demon Slayer.
Oh, that was
That
good too.
that that's really good.
Yeah.
Um, I haven't watched many other ones other than that. I did watch Lost in Space, and I didn't like that one. Um, but and then as for comics, what can there? I think Western comics have definitely gone downhill in the past 5 years, but I would definitely check out Batman. Batman. As soon as Tom King left Batman, it has been amazing. Um, and then it's I did not like King's run at all on Batman. It was pathetic. But uh, the Batman and what's another of my favorites right now? Uh, I haven't been reading a whole lot. There's Snake Eyes Dead Game. Rob Liefeld has been writing a Snake Eyes comic. That one's pretty good. So, um, yeah, Snake Eyes and Batman I would check out. So, for
Sweet,
sure.
man.
Yeah,
Sweet. And Grant, I think that kind of wraps it up, my man.
alright. Well,
Yeah,
thanks
bro.
for having me. This has been fun.
Not a problem, brother, man. And hopefully we could get you on quicker, sooner than later, man. I know it's not going to be in a whole year before you're back on here.
Oh, for sure. No,
Let,
I would love to do more live chats more often. So,
yeah, yeah,
yeah. Within maybe in a couple months here, if I have some new stuff to talk about,
yeah,
for
definitely.
sure. Absolutely.
Second quarter of the year. Let's go ahead and recap and see what's going on.
Sounds
And
awesome.
if you ever see, if you ever see me live or just anybody, just go ahead and stream, man. I think that
Oh, for sure.
artists should definitely go on lives a lot more and
For sure.
get their voices heard and names out there. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. For sure.
And let's tell these fine gents where they could find you. Before that, let's quick announcement. Once
Hmm.
again, Blackjack Davy took the sketch for today. He guessed it right. So
Did he? Nice.
yeah, he did.
Oh, he did. Yep.
Yeah.
Nice. Awesome.
Yeah, so Grant, let's go ahead. You guys can find him at Art by Grantdale here, 98. Art underscore by underscore Grantdale98. Check out his YouTube channel. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button there at Grantdale98. And at Deviantart, dude, what's the handle for Deviantart?
It's just art by grantdale98, all
That's,
one word. All one word. I tried to do the underscore, didn't like that, and I tried grantdale98.
mm,
And it didn't let me use that one because
what?
I think I used it in the past because I used to be on DeviantArt and then I left and I'm like I want to try and find a few more art servers out there. So
Word.
I've decided to go back to DeviantArt. So yeah,
Word. I think, I don't know how you feel about TikTok, but honestly, I think it would be a great place for you, dude.
I I have a TikTok account and I haven't used it in like a year. I might have to try and start that back up again. So
Yeah, that'd be awesome,
for
man.
sure.
So that's it, man. Any last parting words, brother?
I don't think so, other than thank you for having me. Thanks everyone for joining in and watching. Uh, I appreciate the questions and the comments and follows. I appreciate it all, so thank you.
Well, we love you. I love you out here, man. So keep doing a great job and shit. Keep on creating. Guys, thank you. That wraps up episode number 88. Holy shit, man.
Woo!
Yeah, dude. We're getting close to that one hundo. So,
Awesome.
yeah, keep tuning in, guys. Make sure you guys are here next week. We're actually having, I think it'll be his first time around. Alex, aka Trip Design Studio, will be joining us on the 17th. Uh, Time is yet to follow, so check out on the stories. Make sure you guys are checking out therealzimzima.com. I have my own shop now, a bunch of cool um, prints as well as some limited edition merch. Check out Chatting with Zim, obviously, on YouTube. And everything's updated. And of course, Monsters Art Clan. That's the good old fam. Check us out. And tune in next week. You guys been on the show with me, the host, Real Zimzima, along with my awesome friend, grantdale98. Make sure you guys go follow us, check us out, and that's pretty much it. Stay creative, trust the process, and all that good jazz. There we
Awesome.
go. All right, Grant, I'll catch you next time. Guys, thank you guys
Yes,
for tuning in. Peace out.
thank
We're
you.
out.
Adios.